We'll be ending the week with record high temperatures and a throwback to summer, but next week looking wet. Let's talk about it in the Thursday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning, I'm David Reimer with the Texas Storm Chasers. It is Thursday, the 19th of October, 2023. We are going to be dealing with record high temperatures over the next few days. It's going to feel more like early September, at least how early September should have felt if it wasn't 110 degrees. But next week, moisture from a eastern Pacific hurricane plus an upper level pattern change mean rain chances and cooler temperatures returning. Let's take a look at the next 2 days. I'll show you what the high-res rapid refresh model has. Frankly, the only reason I'm showing you this is because it's what I normally do. After some cloud cover across deep South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley today, maybe some fog tomorrow morning along the coast. Not a thing otherwise except increasing cloud cover tomorrow night across far west Texas. That's it for that. Wildfire danger the next 3 days into the weekend. Moderate to high to locally very high, especially tomorrow in the hill country, central Texas, the Brazos Valley. We have seen an uptick in grass fires. Fortunately, we're not dealing with what we had to deal with back in August and early September with the large multi-day wildfire events, but still, please be mindful and don't set half your county on fire. I'm pretty sure local first responders would appreciate it. Temperatures over the next 5 days, well, I have good news and I have bad news. Good news is it's not 20 degrees. It's also not 115 degrees. Fortunately, for those of you who like fall weather, it's not going to be that either. Temperatures today, 80s to lower 90s, especially across the southern portions of Texas. If you're lucky and live in the Ark-La-Tex, upper 70s. Same thing goes in the higher terrain around the Guadalupe Mountains, down into the Davis Mountains. And then we get into tomorrow. The only way I can describe this is pretend it's early September, the first week or two of September, because this is going to be nasty. High temperature of 96 to 97 in Austin, 94 in San Antonio, 91 to 92 in Houston, 93 Corpus Christi, 94 in McAllen, 96 to 98 in Del Rio, down to Laredo. Lower 90s in the DFW Metroplex, 93 in San Angelo, 91 in Abilene. Upper 80s to 90s, Permian Basin, West Texas, up into the Panhandle. Yeah, that's just dandy as we get into late October. Yeah. Saturday, not much better. More 90s. It's going to be hot. It is not going to be like the last 2 weekends where we got to enjoy fall, 60s, 70s, beautiful crisp mornings. No, it's going to be warm. It's going to be hot. Someone's probably going to hit 100 degrees just to make me not very happy. Here's Sunday. A little cooler in the Edwards Plateau. We might start seeing some increase in cloud cover from moisture from Hurricane Norma in the eastern Pacific. Otherwise, 70s northern panhandle, 70s the Ark-La-Tex, 70s the higher terrain in west Texas down into southwest Texas. Everyone else, 80s to middle 90s. Isn't that nice? It's not for late October. And then Monday is when we start actually seeing more rain chances, more cloud cover, and we start knocking temperatures back down. Not because a cold front's arriving, but because more cloud cover. Now, let's talk about rain chances as we get into next week. Typically, I'd show you a day 1 through 5 rainfall graphic, be like, hey, there's going to be 5 inches of rain here. We're going to do this a little bit differently. What I'm going to show you is a product off the European weather model suite. This takes into account about 3 to 4 dozen different variations of the same weather model, all initialized slightly differently with slightly different parameters. If all of those weather model data suites show a relatively similar solution, higher forecast confidence. Likewise, if they all show something drastically different, you have lower forecast confidence because no weather model's perfect, no weather forecast is perfect. So if you have wildly varying scenarios depicted, that goes to show you that if something's just a little bit off, your forecast is going to be off. So, we're going to show you, this is a product showing the potential for at least 1/10 of an inch of rain. That is 0.10 inches in a 24-hour period from 7 a.m. Monday to 7 a.m. Tuesday. We are starting to see some indications that we could see some rain Sunday night, but mainly Monday, across the Edwards Plateau, the Concho Valley, South Central Texas, in association with moisture from what would have been Hurricane Norma by this point. We're not going to have a hurricane coming into Texas. Let's make that abundantly clear. We're going to have the moisture. We're not going to have the actual hurricane. So here you go. About a 1 in 3 chance of measurable rain as we get into Monday and Monday night. This may go up, especially if some faster weather model solutions end up being correct, or we have a stronger upper level storm system move in on Monday. We're going to have 2 next week. First, Monday, Tuesday. Second, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Here's the Tuesday morning through Wednesday morning solution, and you can see, yeah, rain chances are looking pretty good across the western half of Texas. You can see nearly 4/5 of weather models, over 80% of the several dozen I just described, showing at least 1/10 of an inch of rain. 7 a.m. Tuesday to 7 a.m. Wednesday. That doesn't mean I'm telling you how much rain there's going to be in terms of the total amount, but there is the potential for several inches of rainfall. Some weather solutions drier, 1 to 2 inches. Some are drastically higher, but we're not going down that road yet. Those remain anomalous for now. Now here's 7 a.m. Wednesday, 7 a.m. Thursday. About a 1 in 2 to nearly 70% chance of at least 1/10 of an inch of rain across, the northwestern 2/3 of Texas during the Wednesday into Thursday morning time frame. Again, these are simply probabilistic, helping you determine, hey, when's it going to rain in my neck of the woods? Just because numbers are lower to the southeast doesn't mean that it isn't going to happen. And then here is 7 a.m. Thursday to 7 a.m. Friday. You can see rain chances would favor the eastern half of Texas. And again, this is just a graphic showing the chance for 1/10 of an inch of rain or more in a 24-hour period. So 7 a.m. Monday to 7 a.m. Tuesday. You've got 7 a.m. Tuesday to 7 a.m. Wednesday, Central Time, I might add. You've got 7 a.m. Wednesday to 7 a.m. Thursday. And then finally 7 a.m. Thursday to 7 a.m. Friday. And again, once we get a little closer in over the weekend and we start getting some uniformity in weather model guidance, we'll be able to start actually throwing out those rainfall maps that you're more accustomed to seeing versus me showing you probabilistic information. But some weather research data, some social science data suggests y'all like seeing the probabilistic stuff more than just what we would refer to as deterministic guidance. You're going to get this much rain, this point, no other solutions. This is a way of showing you, hey, obviously weather's not an exact science. Here's the probabilities. So we'll see how those trend later today and tomorrow. For what it's worth, the American Weather Model Suite and its various products, there's products the same just as that, are a little faster and stronger with the Monday system, but then actually are slower on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and will keep rain chances higher across the western 2/3 of Texas towards the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday time frame, and would also have a drastically wetter solution with the potential for flooding. We'll see what ends up winning. We're still talking about some, at least, 5, 6, 7 days out. So record heat the next few days, followed by an active weather pattern next week. There may be some severe weather threat. There's nothing that screams, holy moly guacamole, we're going to have tornadoes flying around the state. Let's make that abundantly clear, regardless of any other hype that may be going on out there. I haven't seen any, but I've heard, apparently, someone said tornadoes in Texas next week. We'll see. I mean, come on now. We're talking about probabilistic information for rain chances. We're not going to be able to get exact on, hey, there's going to be tornadoes in the Concho Valley, tornadoes in East Texas on Wednesday. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying that. Frankly, we're not going to get that nitpicked on anything at this point. Just realize, hey, it's going to rain. It is the fall severe weather season. There may be some severe weather next week, or it may just be a purely hydrometeorological event with heavy rain, maybe some flooding. We'll see. Either way, I'm done blobbing. Y'all make it a great Thursday. We'll chat with y'all again Friday morning. Have a good Thursday. God bless.